fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we'll actually be getting into what, from my memory, was the first episode of the series I watched. And just before we get into it, just make sure to like the video and subscribe if you like the stuff I put out.
Bringer of despair. R.E.G.I.S is...
Nice!
We kick it off with Coop training at Goat's junkyard, which is honestly the perfect place to train since he won't break too much training there. But Coop starts getting hungry, as usual, so plans to stop, but Kiva wants to do a complete systems check that could take a while. So Coop just rockets into space to expedite the process and ends up hitting something. The group doesn't see anything, so they return back to Earth, but it is revealed they hit a cargo ship. The ship starts to fail, and the aliens talk about how the load was supposed to be thrown into a black hole. With the ship failing, they just abandon ship with the cargo plummeting towards Earth. The group actually takes the highway to go get a Slushy with Coop, rightfully dealing out justice to an asshole of a driver. We then see the object the aliens were transporting crash to Earth, and says its name is R.E.G.I.S and it plans to enslave everyone on the planet. I also love this epic music that comes on whenever we see it, but its first appearance is just this little thing. I love this clip of the fire hydrant.
Stand aside or you will be struck down. Die then.
Coop is getting a Slushy when R.E.G.I.S just busts in.
Oh fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Coop just quickly crushes it, going off to find the next Slushy machine, not realizing that he did not destroy it. And it is now absorbing items to make itself larger. So it comes back again and gets smashed again. Kiva realizes that smashing it doesn't seem to work. Also, love the button paneling with all the different names for smashing. They are forced to keep dealing with it, trying an energy blast on it, but it doesn't work as it continues to absorb things around it. Kiva again tries to tell them to stop smashing it, but Coop just says that the only thing he knows how to do well is smash, and by God, that is what he is going to do. After smashing R.E.G.I.S for a while, he thinks he got him and goes to the last Slushy machine in Jersey. He gets there and R.E.G.I.S comes back even bigger, destroying the building and the machine. Coop tries to fight back against it, but he starts getting absorbed. They do get eaten, but Coop busts out, laying into R.E.G.I.S thinking they finally killed it. It then comes back again, separated into hundreds more of itself. Coop keeps trying to destroy it the old-fashioned way, but ends up overheating Magus. Because of all the smoke coming out of it, Kiva realizes that R.E.G.I.S is solar-powered. So Coop realizes what he has to do and pushes Magus' systems to keep blowing out smoke, eventually covering the sky with it, finally shutting down R.E.G.I.S' systems. Then Coop finally gets his Slushy along with everyone else, and the aliens that lost R.E.G.I.S before start collecting it to properly trash it this time. We end off the episode with little Tommy taking a fragment with him, and in the ending credits we see that it is still active. I really like the comedy aspect that R.E.G.I.S brought to this episode, and he is voiced by Michael Dorn, who has voiced Steel from Superman the Animated Series, Fright Night from Danny Phantom, and Battle Beast from Invincible. All series that I have on my list to eventually review. R.E.G.I.S was definitely a formidable opponent, but it was just hilarious seeing how many times it was getting hit and cut off throughout the episode. It does seem that he is something that could realistically conquer a planet, but the major design flaw is obvious. Having it be solar powered and it has no alternative way to keep itself running is just a stupid way to make it. And what is it going to do to planets that don't have any suns or have permanent overcasts across the planet, because then it's screwed. I like this character even if it's not memorable, it is at least funny. Next are Floxen and Tolbit, who are both voiced by Wally Wingert. He has voiced Renji from Bleach, Hank Pym / Ant-Man in Avengers Mighty's Heroes, Riddler from the Batman Arkham series, and John Arbuckle from the Garfield show. Honestly, these guys just had bad luck wanting to make a pit stop for some food and getting ran into by Magus. I don't blame them for abandoning ship because they didn't want to die, but it does suck that they have to spend probably a few months cleaning up R.E.G.I.S to properly dispose of it. The main plot of this episode was Coop trying to get his damn Slushy, and man, I have never had a Slushy look so good the way they animated it. But I am not a slushy guy. My favorite frozen drink is milkshakes. And of course, as a side plot, we had R.E.G.I.S trying to take over the world. Coop was just, well, being himself this episode, just doing what he always does, which is just smash his opponent until he wins, which makes him stumble upon how to defeat R.E.G.I.S eventually. Jamie did not really do anything, he was just there to support Coop this episode. And Kiva was actually trying to figure out what R.E.G.I.S was and kept failing in convincing Coop to try something else other than smashing. Overall, a decent episode, not something I would actively come back to, maybe only for the comedy it had. Thank you for watching like usual. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like the video and subscribe to see more of this content from me. And I guess I will see you guys later. Bye guys.